Hello, and welcome to Once Upon a Time in Black History. I am your host, Tamara Shiloh, author, educator, and owner of the Multicultural Bookstore in Richmond, California, and Las Vegas, Nevada. You can also find us on my website at onceuponatimeInBlackHistory.com. Our shows are sponsored by the Multicultural Bookstore, and if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please send me an email at tamarashiloh@gmail.com. Alrighty then, let's get this party started. Hello, and welcome to Once Upon a Time in Black History, where we uncover the stories of extraordinary individuals who shaped the world in ways you may not have heard about. Today, we're talking about Eugene Bullard, a man whose life reads like an adventure novel. From escaping the racial oppression of the American South, to fighting in 2 world wars, to becoming the first African American military pilot in history. Eugene James Bullard was born in Columbus, Georgia in 1895. Growing up in the Jim Crow South, Eugene experienced racism and violence at an early age. His father told him stories of a place where Black people were treated as equals. France. Inspired, young Eugene vowed to one day find that freedom. At just 11 years old, he ran away from home, traveling with gypsies and doing odd jobs. Eventually, he stowed away on a German freighter bound for Scotland. From there, he made his way to France, the country that would become his lifelong home. In France, Eugene found work as a boxer and became quite successful. But when World War I broke out in 1914, he joined the French Foreign Legion. His bravery on the battlefield earned him the Croix de Guerre, a prestigious French military honor. During the war, he was severely wounded, but instead of retiring from service, he trained to become a pilot. By 1917, he had achieved what no African American had done before. He became a licensed military pilot, flying combat missions for France in a squadron called Les Cigognes, or the Storks. Forgive my French, sorry. His plane bore a special symbol, a heart with a dagger through it, and the words, "All blood runs red." The Germans gave him a nickname, the Black Swallow of Death. After World War I, Eugene remained in Paris, where he became part of the vibrant cultural scene. He owned a nightclub that attracted famous names like Josephine Baker, Louis Armstrong, and even Ernest Hemingway. He rubbed shoulders with the biggest artists and thinkers of the jazz age. But history wasn't done with Eugene yet. When World War II erupted, he once again took up arms for France, serving as a spy for the French resistance. After the German occupation, he fled to the United States. Sadly, the country he had once escaped from greeted him with the same racism he had left behind decades earlier. Despite his heroism, Eugene lived in relative obscurity, working as an elevator operator in New York City. It wasn't until the 1950s that France formally recognized his service, awarding him the Legion of Honor. The United States, however, only posthumously acknowledged his achievements. In 1994, decades after his death in 1961, the U.S. Air Force commissioned him as a second lieutenant. His story is one of resilience, courage, and a relentless pursuit of freedom and dignity. Eugene Bullard once said, "I'd rather be a Black man in France than a king in Georgia." His life reminds us that bravery knows no color and that history's greatest heroes sometimes go unsung. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life of the Black Swallow of Death. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share Once Upon a Time in Black History. And remember to visit multiculturalbookstore.com, where you will find your next great read. See you next time, and keep seeking the untold stories. Thank you for tuning in to Once Upon a Time in Black History. For more information on this topic and others, visit the Multicultural Bookstore at multiculturalbookstore.com. And again, if you want to advertise in our podcast for a mere $25, please contact me at tamarshiloh@gmail.com. See you next time.